Hi everybody, welcome back to the Bolt Hole Biker and to part 2 of the exhaust element of the modifications that I'm making to the Duke 790. So I've got the parts back from Performance 1 coatings. They've been ceramic coated with the volcanic black, including the previously ugly looking catalytic converter. Still a bit ugly, you could say, but at least it's not as ugly. These are going back on today, but I don't know if you can remember from the previous video, I bought this Decat link pipe from YouTube. So I'm going to try this first. Then I'm going to put the cap back on again, see what it sounds like. Obviously I know what it sounds like, but you know, a comparison test with the Decat pipe. And I'm going to leave this on for now because this has been ceramic coated black. If I decide to go with the Decat pipe, then I'll get that ceramic coated as well. But I'm gonna make that decision based on how noisy it is, whether there's any performance difference, what the original cat looks like. Now it's black because it might just disappear and look fine, and I'm going to take it from there. So if that's something that you're interested in watching, then stay tuned and I'll get into it. Okay, so first thing I'm going to have to do is refit these lambda sensors, which they're a little bit of a pain in the arse, to be honest with you, because there's no rotation in them, so you have to kind of pre-twist them so that when they're tight, they're not twisted. If you see what I mean. Well, the longer one went on the furthest side, so I'm going to pre-twist this. The sensor's got 1, 2, 3, 4 threads on it, so I'm going to give it 4 twists. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's twisted there, but by the time it's been threaded into the exhaust headers, hopefully that should be it untwisted. Oh bollocks, I didn't get the thread in. Let's do that again. I think I can live with that. When I undid these lambda sensors, they were really tight, like super tight. So I'm going to do them back up quite tight. Obviously, I don't know, over tighten them. 22mm spanner. Right. Next one. Right, that's those on. Now the next thing I'm going to do is attach the headers. Now there wasn't like a separate gasket when I took them off, which I was quite surprised by. But I feel like there should be some sort of gasket or some sort of aid to sealing them anyway. So I've bought some exhaust assembly paste, but gun stuff basically. So I'm going to put a small amount of paste on each of the jointing parts, just because it just doesn't feel right not having any sort of gasket or proper seal. Okay, so that's the header pipes fitted. The nuts for the header pipes need a 15 Nm torque setting. So they're all done now, they're all sealed, they're all tightened up. So I'm going to move on to the Decat link pipe and the end can. It looks really lovely though, look at that. So much better than that bloody horrible tarnished metal. I just got it's a pet hate of mine. It's a pet hate. Next thing is to see if this link pipe fits, which I'm sure it does, but I've not had it on before. Yeah. I'm not going to put any sealant or anything on this at this stage because I'm going to be taking it off and putting the cap back on again. I'm hoping it's going to be okay, but if not, I can solve it. There is a reason I keep dropping that, by the way. I almost took the top of my finger off last week, or the week before, it might have been about 2 or 3 weeks ago now. And it's healing up, but I've got to wear a plaster on it because it's still kind of like open at the end. And I can't bloody feel anything. The joy of being a woodworker. Right, I'm annoying myself now. Come on, dickhead. Gotcha. Oh, I thought I had it on. Okay, let's start the move. Well, who would have thought this bit was going to be awkward? Perfect. I've found that clamping the hoses on when you're putting the radiator back on is a good way of keeping it held in place before you get the nuts back in. That's my top tip for radiator fitting. And it won't come out until you take this little sort of bent wire bracket thing off. It took me a while to find this. Well, not to find it, I knew it was there, I just didn't realise what it was doing. But you can take all the screws and everything out of the radiator, release all the hoses, the whole lot, and then this silly little thing just stops it from coming out. And it's just 2 screws that hold it on. Let's see if I can show you it. Right way up. After I've had a ride, I'll check the level and check that there's the correct level in the expansion tank as well. I haven't put any sealant in those 2 connections on the link pipe because the link pipe's got to come back off again, so the exhaust might be a little bit blowy. But I'm only going to go just on a short ride just to sort of see how loud it is and see how it rides, and then I'll be putting the cap back on. I'm also going to try it with the baffle in and the baffle out as well, because I'm expecting this to be very loud now I've decatted it. That is a bloody sexy looking exhaust now, in my opinion. To go from what it was before, that sort of horrible tarnished crap monkey metal, to a lovely sleek black finish, looks great. I will say this though, I was expecting this ceramic coating to be a bit stronger. It feels like it would scratch quite easily. In fact it does, because luckily they're behind the radiator so they won't be seen. But even just where the flanges sort of slid down the radiator once, it left a little scratch in it. Or a little scuff. So in that respect, I was hoping it was going to be stronger. But maybe, I don't know. We'll see how it wears with time. I might have to get some heat-proof paint, heat-resistant paint to touch it in every now and then. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. For now, appearance-wise, from a cosmetic point of view, I think it's probably one of the best mods I've done to the bike. And I think once it's got all the carbon panels on it, I think it's going to look pretty smart. But let's see how it rides. I might put the baffle back in for the first test actually, because I'm expecting it to be loud. This could be loud. Sounds awesome. Oh, this really does sound amazing, but I don't know if it's just a bit too
acceptable. I can't wait to get this on a stretch of road where I can open it up a bit. That sounds angry. That is a proper raw growl. Arr! If I'm not accelerating, it's quite subdued. But once you accelerate, it's awesome. It's really nice. Oh dear. Oh, I am very tempted to keep it like this. Flipping it, am I just going to get stuck behind every slow vehicle in the world today? Flipping heck, it needs about 4 lanes. Right, this one will be obnoxiously loud because I've taken the baffle out, so I want to get out of my road pretty quickly. Now that is too loud. That is too loud. That is like thunder. I wouldn't ride it round like this normally. I'm just going to do this test on this and that's it. This is definitely getting the baffle foot back in again. I'm not even going to go through the village. Oh yeah, I will go through the village because it takes me to the best road. Oh, it's deafening. It's even loud with the helmet on, just riding it, and the bloody exhaust behind me pointing out backwards. So God knows what it sounds like to everyone else. It sounds nice though. There's no way I'm keeping it like this. This pipe's so noisy, it's actually vibrating the bike. Oh my lord. The ride is amazing. Decatting it has just, I don't know, it just feels like it spins up quicker. It's like when I put the it's like when I first put the K&N filter on. It just felt like the bike was, it just felt a bit lighter, like it could spin up easier. And this has done that again. So I think it's quite amazing actually. I know it sounds obvious, but it's quite amazing the difference that controlling the air intake to your bike makes. Because giving this a freer flow of air without the restriction, it just kind of feels like it's just riding more easily. It certainly feels like the acceleration is quicker and livelier. Funnily enough, I actually prefer the exhaust though of having the baffle in. This sounds, it's just too loud. It's just too loud. It really is too loud. Wow. And not just wow for the exhaust, wow for the bike. What a bike! Woohoo! Such a fun bike, Duke 790. What a fun bike. What a fun bike. Okay, so that's the one and only time I'm going to ride the bike like this. Never again will I do the Decat without the baffle. That was a one-off ride. Okay, so I've done the 2 road tests with the Decat link pipe on. One with the baffle in, which I really quite like actually, and one with the baffle out, which is just too noisy, like literally too noisy. I'm now going to put the cat back on again and see what that sounds like and see what it rides like, and then I'm going to make a decision about which way I keep it. Whatever happens, if I'm going to keep
keep the link pipe, then I'm going to get that ceramic coated like the rest of it, so it all matches in. So the catalytic converter is going to stay on for the time being. Now for the big ugly box again, but hopefully it looks better this time that it's black. This isn't something that's a major concern to me, because I'm more interested in the appearance of the cat rather than the weight of it. But I know that reducing weight off a bike is a big issue for some people. Not so much for me, to be honest with you. I don't know how much it is. I'm going to weigh them both now, but let's say it's 1 kilogram or 2 kilograms. If I really want to save that off the bike, I'll probably just eat a few less pies. When you're pushing 14 stone, you can't really complain about, you know, a few extra grams on a bike, can you? Okay, so the weight of the cat is 2.7 kilograms. The weight of the link pipe, this is a Pipeworks Decat link pipe, 733 grams. So basically it is a weight saving of just under 2 kilograms. So it is significant. But as I say, and don't get me wrong, I don't mind saving the weight off the bike, that's lovely. But that isn't the main reason for me doing it. Main reason is the appearance. But that's a genuine just under 2 kilograms saving. Okay, I've got a couple of bolts on the other side, and that's it, recatted. So I'm going to do those. I won't do it on the camera, and then we'll take it out for a ride with the cat back in. I have to say, appearance-wise, it looks way better. Absolutely way better. This is the last of the test rides.
Right, this is video number 3, which is the bike with the cat back on again. Baffle out, because I don't normally have the baffle in anyway. So it's pretty much back to how I'd normally have it. As I'm riding it now, still a loud pipe. I've always liked the sound of this remix pipe. But it's not as angry, not as raspy, and not as loud. Although I have to say, it's not, as it's not a quiet pipe. So although it was louder before, I don't think it was drastically different. So I am kind of, as it stands at the moment, I am leaning towards putting the link pipe back on again, because I think, and I'll be able to confirm this in a few minutes once I can get onto a road where I can open it up a bit, but I think that it made quite a marked difference to the performance. The bike felt urgent and very happy to spin up. 2 kilogram weight saving, another 2 kilogram weight saving when I change the battery over. So I mean, 4 kilograms, that's a fair old heft. Yeah, the bike definitely not as pokey, torquey as when it was decatted. It definitely had a bit more oomph. Hey up for that. The exhaust sounds a bit softer like this. Right, I'm going to do a little bit of dual carriageway so I can give it the beans! Give it the beans! Go, go, go! Yeah, I'd have gone then if I was you. Not now. Now. Go, go, go! You better not be going up the dual carriageway. Well, I don't care if you are, I can overtake you. You are, you bastard! Right, here we go then. Bye bye! It's still a bloody pokey bike, isn't it? That's got me. I don't know what to do now. The booster plug makes it run a bit richer. The KTM filter is giving it a little bit more air, but it's still running slightly rich because I'm getting carbonisation on the back of the exhaust when I take when I put the baffle in and then take it back out again. It's a bit black. So, letting it run a bit more freely, air-wise, i.e. by decanting it and having a straight through pipe makes it run, it kind of counteracts that richness to the point where it runs absolutely bloody lovely. But you have to accept that you've got quite a loud bike. But it is quite a loud bike anyway. What do you do? I love it! What a dilemma! What a brilliant dilemma to have.
So this is how the bike looks with the volcanic black ceramic coating on the exhaust. And it's the first sort of element of blacking the bike out, to be honest with you. And I think I've succeeded pretty well in making that cap disappear. And I think I'm coming down on the side of leaving the cat on for now, because my main beef with it was the appearance of it. I wasn't necessarily looking for performance gains, and I certainly wasn't looking to make my bike louder. So I'm glad I've tried the Decat pipe, and who knows, it might still happen permanently in the future. But for now I think I'm going to leave it as it is. I'm going to leave it with the cat on, but I'm much happier with the appearance of it. So next thing I'm going to do on the bike is I'm going to be taking all of the rack and rear mudguard off and putting a tail tidy on, because I don't think it's going to suit the bike once it's all blacked out, having this sort of rack on the back and a big orange box. So thanks for watching this video, and if you're interested in seeing how the rest of the mods turn out, the carbon fibre tail tidy, I'm going to get some luggage for it, tank bag, rear seat bag. I'm going to be upgrading the front brakes, maybe just the discs though, I'm not sure. Then hit the subscribe button and the notification bell and you'll be notified when I do those videos. Thank you very much for watching this one. See you in the next one. Bye.